Welcome to Quiz Bang Bang, the pub quiz practice show that hits you, pal. Right in the quizzer. I'm David Flora.
And I'm Annie Flora, and we're here to bring you a variety of questions to test every sort of aspect of your mental knowledge. It's like a ninja test, and we're your throwing stars. Watch out.
By the way, you've won this job from now on. You get to do this. You get to do that from now on.
No.
Yep.
No, we get to switch off.
Oh, boy. How are you this week?
I'm good. I had a good week. How was your week?
My week was very busy, and I'm just now, like, crashing from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, David, do you have another podcast?
I do.
What's it called?
I do. It's called Blurry Photos.
Check it out. It's great.
Yeah, I talk about weird things in history, paranormal stuff, cryptids and monsters, folklore, conspiracies, and I like to do the storytelling with it and then scrutinize stuff and look at things with a critical eye.
Yeah.
So you get a little of both worlds, a little of the wonder, a little of the debunking, for lack of a better term. So anyways, yeah, Blurry Photos podcast, you can find it everywhere. Blurryphotos.org is the website. Thanks for bringing that up, Annie.
You're welcome. Check it out, guys. Check it out.
That's why I've been so busy. So
Yeah.
yeah, my brain is fried. What have you learned this week? Anything new?
Yeah, I learned something new. I did the Disney Princess 10K with my friend Amy Beth, and here one thing I learned was that out of the 13,000 people, well, first I learned that 13,000 people do it.
That's a lot of people to
That's
run.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
And next I learned that out of those 13,000 people, good 1,500 of them are men. The rest are all ladies.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was great. Everybody was wearing costumes. A lot of guys were actually dressed as Disney princesses too, so that was fun.
Is that not a requirement?
No, you don't have to dress up, but most people have some sort of costume, even if it's just a T-shirt that says something like donut.
Donut. Yeah.
It says donut on it, and then you're like, yes. Their buses had Disney trivia questions on them.
Okay.
So I'll ask you one of them.
Okay.
So it's multiple choice. Approximately how many Christmas trees appear across Walt Disney World Resort during the holiday season? 100, 250, 550, 600, 1,500.
That's a lot of multiple choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess the last one.
1,500?
Yeah.
You're correct. And that's what I learned. That's what I learned this week.
Yeah. I would say if for any Disney question, like how many blanks does Disney have at its park, I would just say
The most.
yeah, if infinity is not the one of the choices, I would say the next highest.
Yes. I think that's a safe guessing game. All right. Well, shall we dive right in?
Yeah, let's jump into this. And first of all, let's start with a lowdown on how it's going to work. Quiz Bang Bang is comprised of 4 rounds of 4 questions each, followed by the answers. After round 2, we'll ask a quick-fire bang bang question, where you'll have a time limit to give multiple answers. After the 4th round, the show culminates with the Big Bang, a final round with 3 questions whose answers are all clues to one final question. All right, round 1, question 1. The category is World History. Who was the first person other than royalty to be portrayed on a British stamp? Question 2, categories Music. Which album's cover had around 70 people on it, including Edgar Allan Poe, Bob Dylan, and Carl Jung? Question 3, category is Science. What is the term for the study of fluids in motion and how they can be practically applied? Question 4, category Food and Drink. What expensive kind of beef is made from black Wagyu bulls? And now the answers. Question 1, who was the first person other than royalty to be portrayed on a British stamp? William Shakespeare. Question 2, which album's cover had around 70 people on it, including Edgar Allan Poe, Bob Dylan, and Carl Jung? Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Shirley Temple also appears on the cover twice and a third time as a doll. Creepy. Question 3. What is the term for the study of fluids in motion and how they can be practically applied? Hydraulics. Question 4. What expensive kind of beef is made from black Wagyu bulls? Kobe beef.
Round 2. Question 5. Category Sports. Who is the only NBA player to win the NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP in the same year, that being 1994? Question 6. Category Music. What is the name of this common song many American ice cream trucks play? Question 7. Category Games Hobbies. Which video game franchise has multiple installments centering around protagonists from the Belmont clan? Question 8. Category Film. Karen Johnson is a famous actor-comedian, and she's better known by what stage name? I bet you can get this answer in a jumping jack flash. Now the answers for round 2. Question 5. Who is the only NBA player to win the NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP in the same year, that being 1994? Hakeem Olajuwon. Question 6. What is the name of the common song many American ice cream trucks play? Turkey in the Straw. Same tune as Do Your Ears Hang Low? Question 7. Which video game franchise has multiple installments centering around protagonists from the Belmont clan? Castlevania. Question 8. Karen Johnson is a famous actor-comedian, and she is better known by what stage name? I bet you can get this answer in a jumping jack flash. It's Whoopi Goldberg.
And that's the halfway point, which means it's time for the Bang Bang round. You'll have 30 seconds to name as many answers as you can to the following question. Time will start when you hear the gunshot. The category for the Bang Bang round is history. You have 30 seconds to list the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Time starts now.
And that's time! The 7 wonders of the ancient world are the Colossus of Rhodes, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Statue of Zeus at Olympia, and the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Great Pyramid is the only ancient wonder that still exists.
On to round 3. Question 9. Category is automobiles. The 1968 movie Bullitt has one of the most famous car chases in cinematic history. Name either of the 2 make and models of the cars in that chase. Question 10. Category is literature. What name does Robinson Crusoe call the man who becomes his friend and servant in Defoe's novel? Question 11. Category is geography. What body of water supplies Israeli mud baths with black peloid mud? Question 12. Category is folklore. What is the term for the mischievous spirit whose name translates to noisy ghost in German? The answers to round 3. Question 9. The 1968 movie Bullitt has one of the most famous car chases in cinematic history. Name either of the two make and models of the cars in that chase. They are the Ford Mustang and the Dodge Charger. Question 10. What name does Robinson Crusoe call the man who becomes his friend and servant in Defoe's novel? Friday, because he finds him on a Friday. Question 11. What body of water supplies Israeli mud baths with black peloid mud? That's the Dead Sea. And question 12. What is the term for the mischievous spirit whose name translates to noisy ghost in German? Poltergeist.
Round 4. Question 13. Category: U.S. Presidents. How many U.S. presidents were assassinated during Queen Victoria's reign? Question 14. Category: Holidays, Traditions. Representing souls in purgatory, jack-o'-lanterns were originally not carved out of pumpkins, but out of what other vegetable? Question 15. Category: Religion. Which biblical character was thrown into a lion's den? Question 16. Category: Geography. Originally dubbed the Cape of Storms, the southern tip of Africa was renamed what by the King of Portugal? And now the answers for round 4. Question 13. How many U.S. presidents were assassinated during Queen Victoria's reign? 2. Lincoln and Garfield. Interestingly, her reign ended in January of 1901, and McKinley was assassinated in September of 1901. Question 14. Representing souls in purgatory, jack-o'-lanterns were originally not carved out of pumpkins, but out of what other vegetable? Turnips. Question 15. Which biblical character was thrown into a lion's den? Daniel was. Question 16. Originally dubbed the Cape of Storms, the southern tip of Africa was renamed what by the King of Portugal? Cape of Good Hope. Portuguese explorer Bartholomew Dias originally named it Cape of Storms in 1487.
And that'll do it for our regular rounds. Now it's time for the Big Bang. We're going to ask you 3 questions whose answers are clues to one final question. The category of the final question this week is landmarks. Keep in mind your clue questions won't necessarily be from the same category. Here are your clue questions.
Question 1. Perhaps the most famous kennel club dog show in the world was named after what hotel at Irving Place and 16th Street in New York City?
Question 2. 2/3 of London's drinking water comes from reservoirs which collect water from what source?
Question 3. In the original Back to the Future, what did lightning strike on November 12, 1955 at 10:04 p.m.?
And your Big Bang question. Renamed the Elizabeth Tower in 2012. What iconic landmark is better known by the name of its 13.5-ton bell?
And now the answers for the clue questions. Question 1. Perhaps the most famous kennel club dog show in the world was named after what hotel at Irving Place and 16th Street in New York City? Westminster.
Question 2. 2/3 of London's drinking water comes from reservoirs which collect water from what source? The River Thames.
Question 3. In the original Back to the Future, what did lightning strike on November 12, 1955 at 10:04 p.m.? A clock, or clock tower.
And your final question. Renamed the Elizabeth Tower in 2012. What iconic landmark is better known by the name of its 13.5-ton bell? That would be Big Ben. That's it for this week of Quiz Quiz Bang Bang. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. I hope you had fun this week, and I hope you will do us a solid and go over to iTunes and give us a 5-star review.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and check out our website, quizbangpod.com.
And while you're there, you can also give us a donation or a coffee, KO-FI.
Lots of links on the website to support the show. We appreciate any and all support that you give us. Thank you, guys. So for this episode of Quiz Bang Bang, I've been David Flora.
And I'm Annie Flora.
Here's looking at you, Quiz.
But, hey, 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 but, hey, hey, but, buttity, 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 but, buttity, 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 but, but, but.